Hey, nerdy sports fan, talking Week 11 NFL action, and this is going to be a tragic kind of game to watch. We have the Denver Broncos going to see the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings are running high. I mean, they are a very talented team coming off a tough victory in Dallas. Now, I knew that was going to be a tough, close game. I thought Dallas was going to win it, but man, Minnesota pulled it out. Kudos to them. The Broncos have been streaky the past few weeks, and at the beginning of the season they were just awful, so that's an upgrade for them. But I just don't see them having the personnel to handle this Vikings squad. Vikings defense is solid at all three levels, and their offense, under Gary Kubiak, who the Broncos could have had running their offense, is looking fan-freaking-tastic. Now, everybody wants the shiny new toy in offense right now, which is anybody from the Sean McVay coaching tree running your offense. Well, guess what? The guy is running Mike Shanahan's version of the West Coast offense based off of the zone running scheme. Okay? It's just a matter of what kinds of plays he prefers. That's the difference. And that's what Kubiak runs. And Kubiak is showing these kids what it means to run this offense. I mean, he has got Minnesota humming, and they're just beating the living heck out of people with Dalvin Cook. As long as he remains healthy, this offense is not one to mess with. You will not stop them. You will just be able to slow them down. Dalvin Cook is the engine that runs this offense. So, Adam Thielen's great. Kirk Cousins is good. But they don't matter near as much as Dalvin Cook does. So, against a suspect at best run defense from the Broncos, I expect Dalvin Cook to have himself a game. Kubiak's going to be pissed. He should be in Denver right now. That's where he wanted to be. This man has spent a lot of years coaching and playing with the Denver Broncos. He's won Super Bowls with them. You think he wanted to go to Minnesota to hold the same job he could have held in Denver? Absolutely not. And he's watching Rich Scangarello butcher the offense that he's got a real mastery of. Yeah, I think Kubiak's going to be pissed. And I think that he's going to pull every trick out of the book. I think he's going to just play with this Denver defense all game. I really do. I think he's going to be calling plays like a pissed off teenager. And it's going to work. It's going to work because Denver hasn't had many answers for much this season. And the teams that they have won against had a lot of question marks themselves. So, against a solid Minnesota team, they don't have a chance. I mean, they're on their second string quarterback. Yes, he's actually looked better than Joe Flacco did. But you need a veteran quarterback to go against a strong defense and on the road and expect to win. And they don't have that. Brendan Allen just does not have this in him. He doesn't. So, bench all of your Broncos players. All of them. There are better options. And as far as Minnesota goes, start their defense. Start Thielen. Start Cook. Obviously. Cook never comes out of the damn lineup at this point. Thielen's going to be a wide receiver too. They're just not going to need the pass game as much. So he's not going to have high volume. So if he gets into the end zone, great. If he doesn't, he's not going to have the best numbers, especially in standard scoring leagues. Cousins, same thing. They're just not going to need the pass game as much. So you're going to have better options. You just are. And Stefon Diggs is very, very, very streaky. He's an emergency play at best. And in a game like this, where again, they're not going to need the passing game as much, it's an even higher risk than usual. So he's a wide receiver 3 at best. But start that defense. They're going to go off. The spread on this game is 10.5 points in favor of Minnesota. I think that's low. I think they win by at least 2 touchdowns. So I would bet the Vikings all day. Check out the rest of the videos I have for more fantasy football advice. And hit me up in the Nerdy Sports Fan Weekly as well. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, guys.